today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. This is Tony Pollard. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Draw play. It's Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Tannehill.
Well, this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
Here's a run now with Kittle.
They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this this case is not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Snyder. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Play action. It's Tannehill. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Now Younghoe Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal.
This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Running on 1st down, Eckler shoves him away. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's to the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Jackson. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good game.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase.
Jackson's pass complete to Jamar Chase. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now it's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Snyder. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tannehill on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Offense. That's not good enough, man.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon.